Yeah, saves me. Go ahead.
Them just study people business, study people business, study people business. So, well, I don't care what people. Them will talk you any time of day. Hey, you do good, them talk you. You do bad, them talk you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? What your mother? When I talk it, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone, listen, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone, listen, leave me alone. Hey. When you see me living, you want sing again. Interrogation style. You want the whole life story. Oh, you look good, sure. Long time you see you. With your hot for dinner. Chicken back. I hate she sister brain. You're married man. Oh, you know that. Homeless man, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone, West me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone, West me, leave me alone. Hey. Right now, the most expensive so, why you watching me? Why you asking me? I mind your own business. I'm your fucking fastest. So, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone, but it's me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone, but it's me, leave me alone. Hey, well, I don't care what people wanna say. Them will talk you any time of day. Hey, you do good, them talking you. You do bad, them talking you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? What your mother? Well, last you been home. Mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone. But it's me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When it's me, leave me alone. Hey.
I just been up in the room, why it's talking about. I don't care what nobody says. Everybody bad at the bed. Plus I don't like it at all. That's fine. Them say I'm a I'm telling you where I'm from. I'm from Trinidad. I'm seen it, 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 I'm seen it. You can never watch it, let's go. Look, 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 look. And the like watching it, let's go. Go, 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 go. And the like the young chitty talk, 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 talk. And the like chitty woman walk, 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 walk. And we make us company. Yeah, and we make us company. And we make us company.
Similar. Nah. Ah. Similar. So God just give me powers. Yeah. Make me jump and set 3 hours. No. So God just give me powers. Yeah. Drink me rum and share with others. 3 hours. So superpowers. It's a wonderful feeling to share with others. All my brothers, all my sisters, the day we make it today. Oh, we party and song away. We don't care what the people say. Once the music is no pain, so much power that can't explain. Until I go and get it, gotta take me away. Oh, no. I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. We're phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. Phenomenal. We're phenomenal. We are there. So God just give me powers. Yeah. To meet the masqueraders. So God just give me powers. Yeah. Show me shit in different colors. Masqueraders. We get the powers. It's a wonderful feeling. On stage together. Pulling with banners. With different colors. We crossing the stage. Oh, we party and song away. We don't care what the people say. Okay, so much power that God is saying. Until I know that you gotta get me away. No. I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. We're phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. Phenomenal. We're phenomenal.
Like, you know.
Hola, Tunje. Bringing next from Africa. From Africa. I'm down. I don't see you. I know your bumper. I'm not to start to me. Now give me when you put baptizing out. And time I got to say, can your body looking good? And you put me in the mood. When you wind your white so good. Then she ball up, hola. I'm on the thing like hola. And then I do she did like hola. I'm some the place and then all your wine and good. She ball up, hola. Just give me some time like hola. Show me some something right now. Hola, but it's something really good. I know. And she ball hola, 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 hola. She ball hola, 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 hola. She ball me. She ball hola, 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 hola. Hola, 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 hola. Hola, she got me.
It's good, people. All that you get. Another one for you. Just wait until you get it here so we starting. Just always listen so good.
And pretend you're in front of the mirror, but it's not in there today. And your body looking good, and you put me in the mood. When you wind your white so good, then she ball up, hola. I'm on the thing, hola. And then I be she be hola. I'm showing the place and then all your
Welcome. We just waiting for a couple of people before we get started. So
hola, but you love the very good. And she ball hola, 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 hola. She ball hola, 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 hola. She ball hola, 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 hola.
yo, what's going on, Rick? Did you I gotta follow through that stream code when I gave you that link. That's how you get up on the channel. Go straight to the message.
I follow you like a tailor. Starting there with your hello, but it's your love that I speak by. Whenever that I see you, you take away all the space that you see.
Peace and blessings. Okay, I'm doing that right now. hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, she had a dream, I don't know. She from I don't know. She wears some gold. The place like a dojo. Will you say? The girl will from my way. Will you say true? Yeah, you love you, you show me that mind. Girl, I know you don't shine. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, forget about the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready for me? I'll be there. Go down. I need that. Right there. Run to the back. Go down. Just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Hold me darling. Good night, be charming. She sweet like a mango. She be the king like a mango. I got a mango. Oh, she be the king like a mango. People die. Will you say? The girl will you come my way? Will you do? Say true. Yeah, you love now, you should be that way. Girl, I know you're really shine. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, forget all about the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Welcome, welcome. Friday, run to the back. Roll on, just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Hold me, darling. Good night, be charming. Hello, hello. Yeah.
Some of them, nah. Some of them, so God.
Exactly what it is, buttless for you. Multiple emotions.
And I feel like I just been to be a girl. Everybody wishing me, wearing to be a girl. You wanna go okay? I wanna win you go okay. You know do okay. I just that it's okay. Something up okay. Something up okay. I don't care what you say, 'cause right now I just want less. And I don't really care. The girl that she go next. Mama, you go send me, but I don't care how much less. Say I'm different, but I don't really care less. Say I'm different, tell them okay. I don't care you less. Tell them okay. I don't care you. Yeah, I know I just. I know I just. I know I just. I know I just. I know I don't like that. Don't like that. I'm ready to cause I feel like if I just spend a million dollars, jumping up on the street, what we doing yesterday? They wanna have trouble, I'm going to go trouble.
Soca just give me powers. Yeah, make me jump and take 3 hours. No.
Welcome, people. How y'all doing today? Well, this is my live show. Today we're talking about abortions, and I'm going to start off with talking about states that and what they're going to be choosing to do with the law. So now we have. Well, my bad. I'll pull it up so I can tell you. Okay. So, following the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe versus Wade, abortion policy is now set at the state level. Abortion is now illegal, soon to be illegal, or potentially illegally in 16 states. Okay. So, Alabama is potentially going to be illegal for you to have an abortion there. It says the state could possibly try to enforce the law, but we don't know. You know, Alabama. I've been to Butler, Alabama before, and ain't nothing down there. So I mean, I guess they ain't got no much choices, you know, about that situation of having an abortion, because it's really slow down there. And out in Butler, at least I know, it's very slow. Alaska is going to be legal to have an abortion in Alaska. Alaska is going to allow you to have an abortion. I guess if you're really desperate for an abortion, you can go to Alaska and get one there. And that is going to be allowed throughout your whole pregnancy, that you'll be able to have an abortion. Yeah, in Alaska, yeah, they will allow you, no matter what point in your abortion, Alaska will allow you to have an abortion. Arizona is still legal now for now in Arizona, but 15 weeks, maybe in September sometime, they're gonna make it illegal. We don't know. Arkansas, soon to be legal in Arkansas. Abortion illegal except to save the life of a pregnant person. As soon as the Attorney General certifies the Supreme Court has overturned the law. So in Arkansas, they're going to allow it for a situation where it's life-threatening to the bomb. Other than that, it will be illegal. Okay. California is going to be illegal. Well, you know California, they a little really free-willed out there, and they smoke all that weed and stuff. So I assume they understand if people smoking weed, they get a little hypersexual, so they understand what they're, you know, allowing people to do. Okay. Colorado is going to be legal, abortion legal throughout your whole pregnancy. Again, people, you know, at any time in your pregnancy, you're allowed to terminate it in Colorado. Connecticut, legal until legal until viability. Delaware is the same way, legal until viability. District of Columbia, legal, abortion legal throughout pregnancy. Again, that's what's going to be in the District of Columbia. Florida, legal, abortion legal until viability, 15-week ban slated to take effect July 1st. So, I mean, July 1st has gone and passed already, so I'm assuming this is next year, July. They will be incorporating this ban. Now, Georgia says they're going to be legal for now. Abortion will be legal until 20 weeks after fertilization. Court could lift injunction or 6 weeks ban. Georgia. That state will still be legal. Hawaii, legal. Abortion's legal until viability. Idaho. Okay, waiting on you. I mean, we talking. Idaho says they soon to be legal. Abortion temporarily legal until viability. All abortions except in case of rape, incest, and to save the life of a pregnant person illegal 30 days after the U.S. Supreme overturns Roe. So this is one of the states. Idaho will allow you to get a abortion if you get raped, product of incest, or your life will be threatened. Illinois is going to keep it legal. Indiana is going to keep it legal. Abortion legal until 20 weeks after fertilization. Iowa legal. Same thing with Indiana until 20 weeks after fertilization. Kansas legal until 22 weeks after the person's pregnant last menstrual period. So ladies, you got to keep track of your period and make sure you know exactly what days you got pregnant in order for them in Kansas to kill your baby 22 weeks after a pregnant person, after you get pregnant. Kentucky is going to be illegal. All abortions except to save the life of a person are illegal. Now, I know that Kansas, and it says Louisiana is going to feel the same way. I know that these two states is going to be a lot of protests of the women there because I don't think a lot of people, I don't think I would either appreciate a child being born through incest. I mean, that's horrible. It's traumatic. I think that, you know, when a family member is having sex with someone younger than they are or related to them. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I come from a Trinity family, and even if you live down the street, you and people know you like good, that's your cousin, man. You ain't sleeping with them. Sleeping with your family members is crazy. You know, I do understand. What's going on?
What's going
Yeah,
on?
we
What's
hear you.
going on?
Nothing much. I'm just going over the states that's gonna be keeping it legal, keeping it unlegal. And so far I done got to like Kentucky and Louisiana, and these guys are not letting anybody other than people who need their life saved for an abortion.
Uh-huh.
Maine,
Yeah.
Maryland, and Massachusetts is going to keep it legal until 24 weeks in Massachusetts, but abortion will be legal until viability in Maine and Maryland. We got Michigan said legal for now, and they waiting for it to be overturned. Minnesota legal. Mississippi saying it's going to be illegal up until 20 weeks, and all abortions illegal 10 days after the law is overturned. Missouri is going to be the same way. Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, they all is going to be still legal. New York.
So it's going to be, when it says still legal, is that as far as like state wise or federal wise?
No, right now where the law, the law is at, the law is at the people at the state. Is at the state. So if they're at the state. Yeah, they're leaving it up to the state right now to enforce, you know, what part of the law they will. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay. And North Carolina said they're gonna stay legal, pending the court action and viability. Illegal in North Dakota. Ohio is gonna be legal until 20 weeks. Oklahoma gonna be illegal as soon as the Roe is overturned. Legal in Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and South Carolina says legal for now as well. South Dakota illegal, except to save the life. Tennessee going to be illegal until viability. Texas illegal. Now I think Texas is crazy for trying to be illegal
with all the trafficking they got going through there, with all the Mexicans and stuff like that. Wow, it's
Well, you know,
crazy.
Texas is kind of they always been kind of like an independent type of state anyway. They try to separate themselves, especially when the laws aren't uh they're not agreeable with a lot of laws that's happening throughout the United States of America. And if you remember, at one point they was talking about just being their own country, just making
Hmm.
Texas their own country, separate from all other states. So
I
that plays
guess
a big role too.
Utah is going to be illegal. Vermont, Virginia, and Washington is going to be legal. So out here it's going to be legal to have a baby until the third trimester.
Until the third trimester.
Yeah, out here in Virginia.
You know what the third trimester is, right? Can you educate the people up on what's the third trimester?
All right. The third trimester, isn't that when the baby's almost like fully a whole baby?
Exactly. Yeah, when the baby is a full baby.
Where mostly
It's
all the functions
legal.
is
That's straight up murder to me. I mean, I'm sorry. When it comes down to it, when the baby is a full baby, you have a chance to, okay, you don't have to have the baby. However, you can, make the necessary steps, take the necessary steps in order to, you know, give the baby up for abortion. I mean, for adoption, not abortion. The other A, not the killer A. You know what I mean? And I mean, because that's a whole human being. That's a whole human
I mean,
being. It's
I
murder.
mean, why would you even be able to get to the third trimester where you know that now you have created a whole person and be able to actually terminate the whole child? It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's the law, and the law isn't made for everybody to agree with, and it doesn't make it right because it is law. If anything, there's a law, there's man's law and God's law, and a lot of man's laws goes against God's law. The Constitution, a lot of the Constitution or the laws goes way, way beyond what is set forth and what was ordained for us as human beings from the beginning. Well, I mean, we ain't
just
gonna
to
sit
let
there and kill a whole baby. Come on now, I don't get
just
it.
to let the hold on, Ray. Just to let the people know, this is my barber right here, and we always chop it up on some real situations. And I thought that we would have a very good, diverse
It's,
conversation and bring it to you guys so y'all can understand, a lot of concepts in the situation. Because me personally, I don't disapprove of the law because it forces people to be a lot more responsible in their actions. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
I
and
do,
that's what I like
I
about
do
that
not.
part.
I don't know about being able to terminate a fetus at the third trimester. Though. I don't think that's appropriate. I think that if you're gonna go that way, you might as well go all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you gotta think about it. This putting women, our women or women in America who don't think it's okay to keep a baby, but think it's okay to have to kill a baby. It puts them more in a responsible situation, like you said earlier. It does. I mean, it holds them more accountable to their own actions. You can't be out here. Not every woman out here is being raped. I mean, let's just put it out there. Just be straight up with it. Not every woman out here is being raped. Not every woman out here is having sex. I mean, well, how can I say, uh, becoming pregnant through ancestry or anything like that. If anything, the main reasons why a lot of women in America are becoming pregnant is because of promiscuity. They're being hoes.
Definitely.
Straight up.
Hold on
I
now.
mean, call a spade a spade.
Yeah, but they can't be a hoe by themselves, Rick. They can't be a hoe by themselves. Y'all chasing this tail
I mean,
and
and you got
and
men that
manipulating these women into these situations. They can't make a baby by themselves.
You're
And
right.
if the man is being irresponsible, as well as the woman's being irresponsible, then we got more of irresponsibility.
Okay, let me say this. If a woman is steady always preaching out here, or and putting these words out saying, well, nobody can tell me what I can and can't do with my body. If that is true, well, it should be the same way when a man enters her body. She was supposed to say, no, you can't nut up in me, because a lot of women tell dudes that, yo, come in me, because they at the height of that feeling. A lot of women do that. You know what I mean?
So it's right.
They tell dudes,
it's right for you to come in because she asks you to do it.
I'm just saying, being straight up. I mean, when you want to put it out there, when a dude want to pull out and nut on her stomach, you know what I'm saying? The chick, a lot of times chicks like, no, just come in me. They be at that climax right there. And I don't care what woman they want to come up on this platform and try to say, hey, no, I don't say that. I don't do that. All women don't do that. Yeah, a lot of women do. A lot of women.
All right. So why men, right, be sensible in the situation, don't just come on their stomach instead of giving her what she wants, that nut in her and possibility of a baby? Why? I mean, well, how would men think if they forced y'all to get vasectomies until y'all were ready to have children?
Nobody can force us to get a vasectomy. Nobody
isn't
can.
Isn't that strange? But they can force women to have not have abortions. You see what I'm saying? They want to use the preventive measurements only on the women, but they don't do it on the men. They know y'all out here wilding, slinging ding-a-ling wherever y'all can. They know this, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So they said, tie y'all tubes up and y'all can fuck and act like rabbits all over the world until it's that time and put it back together. How would y'all like
that? And you know what? My uneducated educator, I will say this. Regardless whether if a dude snips his nuts or a chick, go out there and do some kind of form of birth control and even get an abortion just so she could go back out there and everybody being promiscuous, does it still make that right?
No, it doesn't make it right. But look at the irresponsibility of having these children you can't take care of.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't. You're making babies just to throw them in the trash. I mean, seriously. Like I told you earlier, after that third abortion, bro, they should let them ladies do 90 days in prison. They're gonna keep getting pregnant and having babies.
I will say this: it shouldn't take a third. It shouldn't take a third abortion. It shouldn't even take a first abortion. I mean, or a second abortion, actually. You you got away with the first one. Oh, damn, you want to kill a baby again? You ain't being responsible. Why? You should have learned from the first time. Why it got to be a third time? What? You supposed to learn from the first time, but you didn't. You know what? Let's give her about 3-4 years in prison right about now, because she ain't learned her lesson.
Bro, I personally know a few women that's had multiple abortions, bro. I'm not talking about 3 or 4. I'm talking about more than that.
Man. Yeah, they do it like it's I mean, okay, I understand. A lot of us men, the men that they don't have no real responsibility or morals about themselves, damn right. Yeah, they're being very irresponsible. However, again, a woman has the right to choose when and what man is to enter inside of her, whether if he is to enter inside of her or not enter inside of her. You know what I mean? She could always say no.
She can't always say no.
Now, if he forced himself and she says no, that's rape, and he nuts up in and she ended up getting pregnant. Yeah, okay, that might cause for an abortion because this dude just raped this chick.
Okay.
But if a chick gonna sit there and say, you know, open up her legs, open says me, she does it on her own, and allow this man, it was her choice. She has the choice to not allow him to do it, and she has the choice to allow him to do it. She had the choice to go inside his bed or go inside his car or go in the damn backyard in the tent and have sex with the nigga. You know what I mean? She has that choice, whether she want to do it or not. But where is her moral values at? You know, when it comes down to her saying, you know what, I can't do this because I'm being real irresponsible. Matter of fact, hey man, do you got a condom? Well, matter of fact, let me go and get my diaphragm because I really don't want to get pregnant. You know, let me get my birth control pills because I really don't want to get pregnant. Even that comes with something, because just because you get you take birth control, that doesn't mean you can't get some kind of venereal diseases. You know what I mean? You can't get, you know, oh, I'm taking birth control. Oh, that's going to prevent me from getting AIDS. That's going to prevent me from getting chlamydia. That's going to prevent me from getting all kinds of sexual transmitted diseases. You know, it doesn't work that way.
Promiscuity helps with all those sexually transmitted diseases. And to be honest, you know what I'm saying, if y'all not having this raw type of sex, so you won't get neither one of those, and you would have to worry about getting an abortion.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you got to go to the beginning, brother. Y'all got to go. We got to go to the beginning, man. We got to start letting each other, people know, slow down with all these relationships, all this wild sex. Because look, you might get trapped up with a few babies you can't get rid of.
That's true. And again, it not only starts in the household with the parents and this thing being passed down for generation to generation. You know, you got the churches that teaches the community that comes to their synagogues. You know what I mean? The preachers, they always preaching about Jesus is going to do this. Slap your neighbor and tell them that Jesus loves them, but they won't educate the young men and the young women, even the mid-aged man and the mid-aged woman that don't really know too about the consequences for their actions if they have sex and it comes down to an unwanted pregnancy beyond that. 9 times out of 10, the doggone pastor, he might be having sex with one of the women, a couple of women inside the churches too. You know, everybody is deemed, you know, kind of messed up, you know, but it needs to be an education. There needs to be a heritage. Namely, I'm speaking for our family, our people. There needs to be a whole nother tradition all over again. That's what I think.
Well, I understand that as well. We need to get back to when people started courting each other, dating each other, doing what they got to do to get financially stable, having children, and then producing some good, and then producing a good outcome. All this fast life that these rappers and movie stars and athletes is portraying, and the average man trying to keep up with that, then they end up with 5 or 6 kids.
Yeah,
they get a good job and got to pay all that child support. They can't live. Now they angry. You understand what I'm saying? Now they don't want to stay in these houses because, you know what I'm saying, some foolishness y'all be into. I don't know what it is. You understand? I do understand what youth is, but that's what I'm trying to tell, you know, get out here and tell people, slow down with all that sex, man. Slow down. I mean, it's worth it when you wait a little while. Believe me, if you wait good amount of intervals between sexual encounters, it becomes better. Believe that. Yeah, that's something in a long time. It always tastes good, don't
it? Yeah, you're right. Look, like Eddie Murphy said, wait a minute. Oh, is that a rich? That's some good crackers. That's some good crackers. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is, though.
Now Blazing makes a good point. If you get an abortion abortion out, you know that now that's something to think about. You just keep going out here and recklessly having sex with a whole lot of people.
Yeah. Blazing
that person right there needs attention.
Yeah, she has a very good point. She has a very good point about that. And
Exactly.
you know, mental health is running rapid like no other time before in this land. You know, it's amazing how you see so many people who there has a mental instability. You know, and it starts with the educational institutions when our children go to. You know, our children are not taught how to think; they're taught what to think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
And the problem with that,
when you teach a child what to think, as you know, day in and day out, as they grow and go to the next level or the next grade, and they constantly be told what to think, our children become robots. They become programmed, so to speak. They become programmed, and then next thing you know, it's a whole mindset amongst a whole population of children. You know, everybody's dressed up, doing the same thing, listening to the same music, rocking their head to the same beat. Our girls out there, I mean, you see it, it's so prevalent that, you know, our young ladies, they out there twerking. You got a lot of porn going on that's causing an influence. The movies, the influences of the movies, the influences of entertainment, the R&B singers, you know what I mean? The rappers and everything, the videos, all that stuff need to be censored. In my book, I think it needs to be censored. Why? Because this stuff is breeding a lower state of mind for our children and for the adults too. You know, because the children learn from us. The children learn from us.
But can I say this though? And those people are the highest paid.
Huh?
And those people are the highest paid. Those people that you mentioned, they make the most money doing what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
it influence negativity in our community. That's what they get paid to do. They're not investing this money in the schools, you know what I'm saying, in our areas for the teachers. You know, I plenty of teachers talking about how they had to get books and supplies for their own students out their own paycheck. You know what I'm saying? That should never be. These are the people that's supposed to set these children in the right state of mind with the right type of education and knowledge so they can go in the world and challenge.
I will say this again, everything starts at home. I'm not trying to get all religious with you. You know, I'm just, you know, sometimes I might, when I try to expound on something, sometimes I will go to like biblical scripture. But I know one thing that I always known that I always kept in the back of my mind what I learned and what it says in scripture. It says, teach a child in a way that he or she should go so that when they get older, they won't depart from it. You know what I mean? It's our responsibility because our children are looking up to us. And if we're not the true moral model for our children, oh, definitely they're going to get it from somebody or someone or something. You know, that i.e. is like the videos. I mean, look at Cardi B's. Look at the Nicki Minaj's. And what's that other girl? Lizzo is, I mean, she really not setting no real standard for our obese sister. You know what I mean? I'm just a true believer that a woman should be covered up. She fronting out sex, because she putting out her skin. She's showing all that she think, putting out her, showing all her breasts, showing all her behind, showing the shape of her vagina is womanhood. That shit ain't womanhood. That's whorehood.
But what brought on that type of mentality for women to be putting themselves like that out there, getting breasts, BBLs, everything? What is that? I was told by older gentlemen that women are doing that for y'all. Y'all don't even like that fake stuff because y'all know it's fake. But you know, Lizzo's point is being comfortable in her own skin. I understand that, but I don't think that the promotion of sex, it should be for anybody's skin. I don't care what you look like. You understand? If you want to bring something positive to your people, you bring ways for them to build themselves up, to take care of themselves, for them to be able to go out here and motivate, you know what I'm saying, and scope these children so we can get some new type of scientific stuff going on. We can get some of the cures for some of the stuff that's been around a long time.
Not having folks, trying to be LeBron Jameses. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne's, Jay-Z's. No, we still need those. We still need those. I'm not saying that. But you know how hard you got to work? And when you got multiple kids in a household and only one parent, that parent is stressed thin. Yeah. So they cannot get to every child and give them that necessary attention that they need at all times. So that's where they cling on to other things and focus on other things to get their knowledge. With nobody discussing it, they form their own bad, information with that. And that's how we get a lot of these young girls get influenced so easily by these dudes, because they either trying to get out of their house, with the problem that their mothers is dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Or and they growing up too fast.
Yeah. They also, our young women are also being influenced by the aunties. They're being influenced by their mothers. Actually, a lot of them the mothers in competition with the daughters. You know what I mean? The mama don't have her looks no more. She don't have the body where she want, but the daughter's developing. She got the right everything going on as she growing up, and the mama sees it, and the mama turn around and start, trying to be in competition with the daughter. You know what I mean? And so she want to be her friend. She's not still being a mother, because the older women, the older women, they're supposed to teach the younger women on how to be that moralistical woman, that woman, that upstanding woman, that upstanding, beautiful woman. Because it don't take for a woman to, showing all her breasts, showing all her skin, showing all her behind, just to get attention. That's supposed to be like a womanhood that like that.
But I'm saying, where did they get that idea from, though? Like, where's that advertisement? That's how a woman dress.
Entertainment. All right, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a little story right quick. When I visited Chicago, I went to Chicago one time, right, with me and some friends, right? And there's this area, I forgot what street it was, but it was a whole strip. And they selling all kinds of clothes, shoes. It's a strip of a number, you go to each one, but it was number foreigners. It was headed by foreigners. All the stores was at foreigners, selling all clothes in our community, right? And as I'm walking down the strip, and you go, because I was just doing some window shopping, just looking at everything, something came across my mind. I had like an epiphany, and it made me stop at one of the windows, and the windows was like one side, because the entrance is right in the middle. One side had like the mannequin of the females, and the other side had the mannequin of the men. They like the suits, the brim hats, the Stacy's, the cufflinks and all that. On the woman mannequin side, it was like slutwear, you know what I mean? Like see-through garments, real short shirts. I mean, short skirts, mini skirts, mini skirts and outfits and blouses that was cut real deep, and it's so cut deep that a lot of their cleavage was showing. And the model, the mannequin had nipples. So it triggers a mindset or an imagination in the young woman's head. Dang, those look like my nipples could pierce out in that garment like that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this. If you ask where this stuff come from, it comes from other nations of people. They're dictating how we should dress. You know what I mean? And then when I saw that, right, I caught myself looking up the street, up the strip, and then I turn around and look down the strip. Everywhere I turned, I seen most of our sisters dressed like the slut wear or dressed in the slut wear that was in that casing of that window when I was of the mannequin that I saw in the window. They had on basically the same thing. I did not see not one sister up and down that whole strip because that's what they was doing. They was buying what these foreigners was selling to our women and to us too. You know, of course it was suit, so it wasn't no time to wear no suit. Brothers, you know, got on their sneakers, brothers got on their shorts and, you know, the t-shirts and their hats. But my main point is, you ask where it come from. A lot of nations, other races of people that put clothing stores in our neighborhoods, they are the ones that's dictating how we should dress, especially our sisters. You know, like it's a Korean spot right around the corner from my barbershop, right? As soon as you walk in there, bam, I'm sure you've seen this. It's like this outfit is like the bright green, the bright pink, that neon pink. They're like tights, real tight tights. You know what I mean?
They call it the TikTok outfit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and all the sisters wearing, and guess who's selling these things to our sisters? It's the Koreans.
But they're seeing that type of wear and imitating it, and then reproducing it, and then just taking our money. But that's how they do it.
But you don't see their women wearing that stuff. This the thing. This the thing. They are putting it in our neighborhoods for our women to look like the sluts or look like some immoral women. You know what I mean? But their women, their women that's selling it, don't even wear that shit. They don't even wear that shit. But our women is wearing that shit. They're dictating our styles.
Everybody dictates what black people do, but black people. You know, nobody wants to take the world and grab them by their shoulders and say, look, man, everybody's taking advantage of us. Let's take advantage of them now. You know what I'm saying? Because we have the resources. We have the intelligence. We have the mentality. But because we have all this other stuff that we're dealing with in life, we can't get to what we need to get to, man. It's terrible. What people focusing on other than making us a greater nation. Like, I can't understand this for nothing, but black people have invented a lot of stuff, right? They have brought.
We invented not just a lot of stuff. We invented virtually everything.
Okay, and all we've ever seen from that is what?
They're claiming that the other races, the other nationalities, claiming that they invented it all, which they didn't.
Well, what's crazy is
go ahead.
Everybody talk about black people, right? Like so everybody got a negative thought about us as black people, right? But everybody come to us with their products to take our money.
Yeah. You're right. Everybody tries to do that. And we don't know how to keep things amongst our own community this day. Now, don't get me wrong. There has been cities, we have had communities, in the past, in our history, whereas we had like Black Wall Street, we had Rosewood, we had, different Black-owned cities and towns, but through, I would say, like jealousy of other nations, especially white folks, they turn around and bombed our cities. They killed a lot of us up because they didn't want to see us thrive. And from there, I guess we would say we gave up. We gave up, and now we allow the other races of people to come in and set up shop in our neighborhoods. But do you see like a Black-owned business in Chinatown?
Never.
Do you see a Black-owned business in like the areas where the Italians be at?
No.
If you ever see any of us trying to set up shop in any of their little towns where they reside at, yo, they'll do whatever it takes to get us up out of there. But we'll invite everybody else in because they'll take our money. We are the biggest consumers in this land. We'll buy up everything. We're the most cultural to the point that we are the biggest influencers throughout this whole nation. But yet we at the bottom of the totem pole, and we always buying everybody else stuff to make it look like we invented it. They took it away from us and make it look like they're the originators, and we go buy the stuff. You know what I mean? And then they put some of our black puppets in our face, like the entertainers, the basketball players, or whatever, and they make it look like, hey, you need to rock with us. And they turn around and we say, okay, we don't have our own mind out here. We don't have our own mind. We don't know how to think for ourselves, especially as a collective of people. You know?
How do we change that though? How do we change that? Me, I'm personally, you see what I'm trying to do, bro. I'm trying to reach out to people and let them know, man. We need to change everything that we're doing because our future is at stake. Not everybody can be a rapper. Not everybody can be an athlete. But what you can do is get an education and find something that you're good at and make money doing it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what people do.
That's true. That's very true. You're right. But
you need that education. You need that time to get to know yourself. You need that time to build that confidence, that strength within yourself, be able to go out in this world and handle such things. Because a lot of people will try to stop you. Once you're doing something good, people try to get in the way of that all the time. I don't even think that they mean to. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to handle the positivity.
It's called jealousy and envy. You know what I mean? And we get suckered into believing that we're not good enough. We're not good enough. So we'll take on the mindset of how other people would think that, you know, how we should be as a collective, and we shouldn't do that. We need to have our own mind. I will say, I mean, this is for me, and this is just my idea. I think that we should put the Most High first in everything that we do, and I think from there we'll be all right. We'll be a whole lot better off. That's where it needs to be starting at, right there. You know, we putting the Most High first. We put God first in everything we do. There wouldn't be no stopping us, man, out here. There wouldn't be. And we got to. This is a lady that came to my barbershop.
Like men too, man. Yeah, we need that from y'all. We need y'all to start leading us in the right directions.
Us as men, I agree. Us as men, we need to stand firm and stand tall, and allow our nays be nay and our yays be yay. And for our sisters, our women need to humble themselves and allow us as men to take the lead. You know, but a lot of sisters, they have this mindset, this feminist mindset, they're thinking that a man can't tell me nothing. See, those are the ones that's not taught, and those are the ones that will die alone. Or if they don't die alone, they'll just go along with life with keep getting a sucker and keep using that sucker up. But a real man, he gonna find a good thing, and he gonna wife her up. A real good man. You know, That's what I say.
Well, I mean, how do y'all prove that y'all real good men? Because there's a lot of y'all just dipping and diving, pumping and dumping, hitting and skipping.
Well, that's just a small percentage of us. There's a lot of good men out here that's not really doing. It's some hard work. You got blue collar men.
It's the same for women. There's very few out there being scandalous and whorish. But people not looking at them. They like the scandals. They like what do you say with that? The excitement, what comes with all that craziness that some people that bring to these relationships.
Yeah. Well, again, it has to be like an education. As a collective, we got to have one mind as a people. We got to have a one mind. We got to come up with a heritage or a tradition. We have to do that. We have to do that. You know, if we don't have some kind of solution, I'm not just speaking about just how our women dress or how you know, us as us men that don't have no morals about ourselves, going out there being slut makers and them being promiscuous, getting all these women pregnant and not even trying to take care of their responsibility. I'm not even talking about them niggas. Those niggas, yeah, they need to go on somewhere. I'm talking about real G's, real men, you know, there's about something. They want something and not out here trying to waste their time trying to make things happen out here. You know, they know their purpose. They know why they're here. They know their why. You know what I mean? If we could get men and women with that same mindset as a collective and a community, I think we'll be a whole lot better off.
So you telling me, like, so what you think about taking a set of people who is willing, right, to not be promiscuous, to wait a little while, to find out about each other and do all the things that they used to do before they got pregnant and left each other somewhere separate from the rest of the people, and they see that how much they flourish and how good things are for them. You think they'll try to come over to where those people at?
Well, I would say there are people that's doing that, that's practicing that right now. There's a lot of people that's practicing that. But for those who's not practicing it, I think we just got to keep pushing the issue of what needs to be done amongst us. What needs to come into law is the ban of negative influences. I'm gonna tell you like, I think it's the Japan. They banned violent movies out of their country. They banned it rap music or hip hop that has all kinds of profanity or sexual language in it. They did that because they want to produce a type of people that have moral standards about themselves. You're not less of a person when you don't find yourself cursing or flaunting sexuality. You are less of a person when you do. You feel me? You feel me what I'm saying? You're not less of a person when you just trying to turn the key and and open the door of positivity. You know, because of your love for your neighbor, for your brother, for your sister. You know, you have to. You're not less of a person when you're just trying to do the right things. You know, but in this society, you're looked upon as, when you speak against those things, oh, you ain't right. You shouldn't be telling us what to do. You know, we live our lives. And that's why a lot of all this bullshit is going to go to hell.
Now you know people don't want you to tell them what to do, but I feel like if people start off their relationships open and honest from the start, that they can build better relationships together. Because if you ain't hiding nothing from the beginning, there's no surprises in the end. You understand? And everything that y'all learn, y'all end up learning together and growing together. If you see one person excelling, it should make you want to excel. You know what I'm saying? So the positive energy usually spreads when you're being positive. And a lot of people are taking the time to get to know themselves, though. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to deal with some of the fact that they might have some mental issues and some things that they need to get over within themselves so that they can really have a good relationship with other people. I'm not even just talking about sexual. I'm just talking about period.
Period. That's true. That's true. And my thing is, you got to hold yourself accountable, not just hold your brother and sister accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable beyond all means necessary. You know, there has to be a line that's drawn. You have to draw a line. You have to draw a line. Until we get that mindset right there, we're gonna keep on going down a spiral of damnation amongst our people. We're going to do that.
I just think that we start to really be repetitive with these messages and really talking to people about the situation. We need to get people to really understand how hard it is in this life. Listen, I don't think people really understand, you know what I'm saying, how hard it is for people to be for women to be raising all these kids by themselves. When all you have to do is just slow down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, I think there needs to be a censorship. I think there really needs to be a censorship about as far as like the music in our land. You know, there needs to be a censorship about how our women dress and how our men dress. You know, there needs to be a censorship. You know, because you got the guys. You know, I seen a guy went to the shrimp shack earlier, just give me a fish sandwich. And this brother, he was a cool dude, but he'll walk around, huh?
Well, no, Miss Scott said that people need to take their time and learn about who they're with. See, that's what I'll be talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's right. They like we was talking about earlier in the barbershop.
True. I agree too. Yeah.
You know, I was talking to a girl the other day. I went to go unlock her car, and she was telling me
I agree
that she, her and her boyfriend, she was in court getting an order of protection against her boyfriend, her baby father. But what she did mention to me was that she saw the signs before it happened, but didn't quite want to give up on the situation. And I'm like, you wait till it got to the point where everybody's getting hurt now to try and get away. I just think that people need to recognize as soon as it's possible, get away so you can deal with what you just went through and be able to move on with your life so you can get into something else.
Yeah.
You don't always got to be in a relationship though. But if you are going to have sex, don't be so promiscuous and irresponsible with it. Now with this abortion law, these people really have to be responsible because you're going to get stuck with a baby or you're going to get in trouble legally.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I say something, Christine?
Yeah.
Can I put something in there while you saying that before we go a little further? And I'm guilty of this. I'm gonna tell you, everybody has a turn back moment in their lives. You might go through it every other day, or you may go through it every day. Everybody has a turn back moment. You get to a certain point, now you have a choice whether you want to keep it going or you want to turn around and leave away from that situation. You know, if you don't have no turn back moment and you ignore that, you're deemed to reap the consequences for your actions. You know, that goes back to what you were saying, how the young lady said, hey, she seen the signs, but she kept it going. That was her. Once she seen that sign, that was her turn back moment right there. You know what I mean? But she refused to take heed to what she saw, because the Spirit told her, hey, do you really want this? Because you need to second guess this thing and bethink yourself and go another way. But she kept going. And we're all guilty of that one. I know I am. I'm just being straight up. I know I had a turn back moment before. dealing with the wrong woman, or just it don't even have to be a female. It could be just a situation in my life that, you know, certain places I shouldn't have went to, you know, different clubs or, you know, almost anything, just, you know, something that's beyond my moral habits. Me as a man, I shouldn't have, you know, or you know, like, you know, with certain things you might say that you don't want to say, but you say it anyway. You know, it's those moments right there where you have it's a determining factor whether you're gonna follow through with it or turn away from it. But it's your decision. That to open her legs or close them first and tell the dude, hey, do you have a condom? Or hey, I shouldn't have to. We shouldn't do this because we need to be married. My vagina with you. You know what I mean? Because I don't want this to be you. Because you know, the more a woman keep allowing all these penises inside her vagina, she becoming more and more used. You know, you're giving up more of your preciousness. You know what I mean?
Why can't the men not be so persistent though? Why can't the man appreciate taking the time to get to know these women?
You're not as precious no more. You get the world pure no.
He was breaking up a little bit there. But what I don't really understand about a lot of men, and he's definitely one of them, always blaming women for not being able to say no. But these men are so persistent sometimes that they just don't stop, right? They just keep coming. That eventually they catch a woman at a weak moment. No, but that doesn't give you an excuse or any reason to be irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give you an excuse to be irresponsible. You know, you need to heed that's all he's after. If that's how he's coming at you.
Hey, I'm sorry. I had a technical difficulty just then. I went out, but I'm back.
We all good.
Back live in color. Oh,
Undereducated, educated show. So we just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm trying to always bring real people to talk about real situations so that we can get real outcomes, real knowledge that I can pick up and use so that you can get where we need to be in life, man. People, stop it, man. Stop it. We ain't worried about all that stuff.
I'm just be honest with you. Man, you and I have spoken about this before, and I would say that when I encourage you to do something like this, because I seen the passion that you have for wanting to make a difference, you know, and you have that spirit about you, you know, and you're about change. You trying to do the right things. I really commend you for you being who you are, you know, and especially when you come to the shop, you bring about a whole nother light in the shop, and you're following your calling. That's a call. This is a calling for you. You have a heck of a platform that you started, you know, and I support you 1,000% because, you know, it's a good thing. That's one thing we all need to do. Like how we were speaking about earlier, each one need to teach one. Each one needs to encourage the other, you know, be a moral compass to one another, you know, point each other in the right direction. Iron sharpening iron. That's what it's all about, you know.
Let's just be more supportive.
Again, I so commend you for, you know, you take the time out to make this thing happen like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big ups to the ups.
Yeah, big ups to, I don't know if they can see it,
Can you hear
but I'm looking sharp because of you, bruh. I don't know if they can see it, but I'm looking sharp because of you. This man cuts my hair all the
Yeah, you
time.
got that
I've been living in Virginia. Okay.
Hey, look, so let me see that. Let me see that joint right there on the camera. Let me see it. Turn your head. Turn your head.
Can we see? Am I right? Am I right? Wait, let me go this way. Y'all can see it? No, right?
No, you can come back the other way. There you go. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that's
Man,
right.
put your address. Put the address.
Educated.
Put the address in the comments, bro. Let them know where I get my hair cut at, man. Go see this man. Very good. Very good.
Let's see here.
Very good barber.
Let's see here.
He also listens. But I try to tell people all the time. No, that was I could do this. All right. I think I can copy over and paste.
Hold on. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you put that in the private chat.
I did. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you got.
Comment.
Yeah, do it in the comments.
Okay. Hold on. Let's do this like this.
And yo, I really appreciate you saying that to me, bro. You know, a lot of people don't want to motivate you to do anything good, man. And when people motivate you to do stuff good, it really makes you feel good. Like I said, I'm out here. I just think that we need to grab our youth right now. Now is the time for us to grab our youth and shake them a little bit and explain to them that a lot of us got these hard lives because we didn't listen. You understand? We took bad paths. You know what I'm saying? We made bad choices. And now if we tell you about some of the choices that we made and you have this information and you choose to repeat these choices, something might be wrong with you. But if you got information that can prevent you from making a bad mistake, then you should listen to that information. Take heed to it and fit it in your life where it needs to be, you know, so that way you can grow. You can spend time worrying about other things, more important, your goals, your health. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about scandalous stuff. But like I always tell you, I need you fellas to tell these fellas, man, these encounters, they 15 minutes, and it ain't nothing much after that. Let's get a little bit more emotionally involved in some of these women that we're dealing with, so we don't leave them so scarred. You know, if it doesn't work out, at least if y'all honest and begin to work towards a more honest, open relationship as far as your feelings and emotions is concerned. That way you can tell me what you need and I can tell you what I need so that we can have an open communication. These relationships will get better. And I learned that you got to talk. You got to always express. You tell your mate what's going on with you and what's going on, you know, the things that you need them to do to help you get to the next platform in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy being with someone, but if you try to make it as easy as possible for both of y'all, y'all will have a wonderful life. I mean, being able to keep no secrets from your mate is a beautiful thing. And if they're not going to judge you and only support you, that's a beautiful thing. But if you being afraid in some of these relationships to open up, then you might miss the real person you should be with because you wasn't open to them. They didn't get that feeling, you know what I'm saying? That you were ready to commit. I feel like you can do what you want, but if you're not ready to be in a committed relationship, don't play those games. You know, some people might be ready to be in a committed relationship, and some people may not. So if you're not ready to be in a committed relationship, you should be honest and upfront about that. Rick, what do you think about that?
Hey, my apologies. You know, I had a little technical difficulties. I got pushed out somehow. I don't know, but
yeah, it happens all the time in live streams. People drop off all the time. Sometimes the internet just not where it needs to be when you need it to be. So did you get to put your post your address at your barbershop? Let them know what else you do. No, I don't see it yet. I'm waiting for it.
Tell Blazing. I was trying to give her some big ups too. Say blessings to her too. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we teamwork make the dream work out here. You know.
That's right.
What we do. That's right. What we do. Yeah. Yes, indeed. But look, I got some other work I have to get ready to do. I got to sign off at this moment, but I shall be back to you and for the next, because I'm trying to stay tuned in with you, because I'm trying to help you build with this thing too. Because
Well,
you're doing an excellent
I
job.
told you I want my next show to be in the actual barbershop. I want all
we
y'all
can
men
make
to
it
tag
happen.
me like y'all usually do.
Yeah, hey, hey.
Let the
We
people
have some.
see me. Let the people see me fend for myself.
Yeah. Hey, it's a battle too, boy. It's a battle.
Yeah. Every time I usually get 2 or 3
Too
customers
funny,
be at my neck, man. They be at my neck.
Hey, look,
It's all good
look,
though.
while you
It's
sitting
much love.
look, while you were sitting there and I'm trying to put the TUNED up in there, you steady moving your head. Yo, that you almost became a doggone O or something. I don't know. That you about to become a doggone E or something or Q. Yo, but I'm glad you like your hair, because you know you my billboard too. Every time you walk outside my doors, you my billboard. You know what I mean?
I know,
Yeah,
and I always get you to do some freestyle stuff. So I just walk in the
yeah,
door with an
man.
idea and you do it, man, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, you. One thing I give to you, you put people in a position to be challenged, to challenge themselves. You know, challenge their mindset, to challenge who they are as a person. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that adds value to the person when they encounter who you are. You know what I mean? Because you have that strength to make it happen like that. And you know what? You can't do nothing but get better and better at this thing like that. So again, big ups to you always, you know?
Thanks, my man. That means a lot coming from you. And I also want to thank for the support.
Yes, already. What Blaze said? What Blaze said? Slick Rick is a great barber. And VA, hit him up for dope cuts. Right on, girl. Appreciate you. Blessings. Yes, indeed.
Hi, my man. You have a good night, man. Thank you very
All
much for
right,
coming on
much
the show.
love to y'all. Peace. I'll holler at y'all soon, okay?
Definitely.
All right. One.
Good morning. All right, YouTube. That was my barber. Chop it up all the time. Like I said, I'm always in the barbershop. Trying to attack the men in the barbershop, getting in their backs about being so promiscuous, not being able to slow down, always chasing that cat. You know, they always blaming the women. Oh, she can say no. Oh, she, you know what I'm saying? She can take birth control. But I want y'all to understand, I believe it's a two-way street. And if y'all both are more responsible, we don't have to worry about these people controlling our lives with these laws, because we practice in safe methods. I don't know what happened there, but like I said, you know, if we're practicing safe measures, you know, we can not worry so much about having to kill these babies before they're born, while they're growing, even after they've fully developed inside of you. So it avoid people having to have so many more abortions, and then they probably won't even pay attention to the law anymore. But I wanted to make sure I get the last ones in here. Washington said there's going to be legal until viability. West Virginia, Wisconsin said it's going to be illegal when it goes into effect, and Wyoming soon to be illegal as well. 5 days after the Roe is overturned, then it's going to go into effect. So I mean, honestly, if you want to really need an abortion, there's some states that's not going to care, but you should care. You should not want to be having all these children and just killing them like it's okay. You know, try to practice a better and safer sexual situation for yourself. And if it's that you feel like you need a lot of sex, it might be a problem, you should talk to somebody about that. Well, this is another episode of the Uneducated Educated. I was live. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the support. If you're not subscribed already, what you waiting for? It's free. Remember, each one, teach one. Peace.